Have you ever reached a point in life where you look around and think, how did I get here? How did my life turn into something I don't even recognize? Maybe it was a mistake, a bad decision, a season where you drifted, or maybe life hit you with something you didn't see coming. And deep inside you wish, God, if only I could start again. Let me tell you something powerful. God is not intimidated by where you are. He is not surprised by your failures. He's not shocked by your weakness. He's not disappointed the way people get disappointed. God specializes in taking broken pieces and forming brand new beginnings. Some of you watching this feel like you've ruined something important, a relationship, a calling, your spiritual life, your identity, your reputation, your confidence. You feel like you've gone so far down the wrong path that God might be tired of you by now. But hear this clearly. Grace does not run out. Mercy does not expire. And God never closes a door He intends for you to walk through. Sometimes, starting over feels embarrassing. It feels like defeat. It feels like you're admitting you failed. And the enemy whispers, look at you, starting again? After all your mistakes? Who do you think you are? But listen, starting over with God is not a sign of failure. It's a sign of His love. It's a sign that His hand is still on your life. It's a sign that your story is still being written. Think about Noah. The world was wiped clean. Nothing familiar, nothing comfortable, nothing to hold on to except God's voice. And yet God said, build again. He didn't let Noah drown in the memory of what was lost. He called him into what could be rebuilt. Sometimes God allows everything to fall apart so He can show you how to build with Him at the center this time. Think about Peter. He walked with Jesus, talked with Him, witnessed miracles. But when pressure came, he denied the very one he loved. 3 times. Imagine the guilt, the shame, the heaviness. Some of you know that feeling too well when you let God down, when you let yourself down. But after Jesus rose, He didn't avoid Peter. He didn't punish him. He cooked breakfast for him. He restored him. He recommissioned him. And Peter became the man who carried revival on his shoulders. This is what starting over looks like with God. You bring your weakness, and He brings His strength. You bring your past, and He brings your future. And maybe that's where you are. Maybe life has humbled you. Maybe your plans collapsed. Maybe sin pulled you farther than you expected. Maybe you're living in the consequences of choices you wish you could undo. But God is whispering, daughter, son, come back. Let's begin again. Because with God, failure is never final. Delay is never denial. Brokenness is never the end. It is the birthplace of transformation. Sometimes God lets you start over because the old version of you cannot carry the destiny ahead. You can't walk into a new season with an old mindset. You can't step into new blessings with old habits. You can't walk into purpose holding on to people God tried to remove. You can't rise while holding the weight of who you used to be. Starting over is not God punishing you. It's God preparing you. He's stripping away what was holding you down. He's removing what was distracting you. He's realigning what was broken inside you. He's making space for something bigger, deeper, stronger. Some of you don't even realize the new beginning you're scared of is the very thing you prayed for. You asked God for growth, so He removed the things that kept you small. You asked God for clarity, so He allowed certain people to leave. You asked God for peace, so He shut the doors that were draining you. You asked God for purpose, so He took you out of comfort. Growth doesn't always look holy. Sometimes it looks like loss. Sometimes it looks like confusion. Sometimes it looks like starting the whole thing again from scratch. But every time God lets you start over, it is because there is something ahead of you that is worth rebuilding for. So today, I want to speak life into you. You have not failed. You are not finished. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are simply being reset. God is rewriting your story. God is healing the parts of you nobody sees. God is restoring years the enemy stole. God is preparing doors your name is already assigned to. God is preparing opportunities that will bring tears to your eyes. God is preparing a future far greater than the chapter you are crying over. So lift your head, stand up again, breathe again, dream again, pray again, believe again, walk again. Because this time, you're not building alone. You're building with God. And when God is the architect of your new beginning, the outcome can only be victory. And as always, before you go, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications for daily devotions. God bless you.